In this practice, we'll be opening the hips, and we'll accomplish that in the standing poses before coming to move toward Rajakapotasana, or a pigeon pose. It's a pose that for some of us, our knees get a little bit fussy, and so we'll have some alternatives to doing that. I'm using blocks and a blanket. Grab whatever props you may need, and let's start the practice seated. Cross your legs and just kind of hide your ankles, but press the baby toe side of your feet nicely. Come forward just to say hello to the hips here. Press your hands forward as you draw the heart forward, but see if you can lift your shoulder blades slightly. Rise up. Now come back. Take your hands behind you. Take the heads of the arm bones back. Lift the chest nicely. Lift your gaze. Take your right hand to your right side. Take your left arm up. Reach over, bend your right elbow. Now press with your right hand so that the left sit bone doesn't get light. You want to keep both sit bones very firmly planted on the mat. These stretches will help you elongate the muscles of the side body, the front body, the back body before we begin a more active practice. Take your left hand to your side, press down, bend your elbow. Swing your right arm up, spread your fingers. As you press your left hand toward the back edge of the mat, see if you can get a little bit more rootedness in the right sit bone, just through the strength of your arm as you reach over. And inhale, rise up, come to all fours position on your mat. In this tabletop position, step your right foot forward. Walk your hands to your left side. With your right knee right over the ankle, just bow down. This is where blocks might be handy if you've got them available to you. Just come down and allow your forearms to plant themselves either on the mat or on a block. And move your right sit bone way wide. As you shift your weight toward the right, just kind of notice what's happening in the hip area when you do that. Now turn your gaze to your right ankle. Take your left hand to the ankle or the shin bone. There's another helpful prop here to use the block under your left elbow. Now turn your heart toward your inner right knee. See if you can get nice fullness here in the turn, in the twist. Release your hands down. Step back to all fours position in tabletop again. In tabletop, just draw your pelvis back to get a little bit more awareness to the feet as you press your toes in. Hug your heels toward each other. Release your head down. Walk your hands over to the right side. Stack your left hand on top of the right. And reach your left sit bone back to your left heel. Expand fully on the left side. Shift it back to the center position. Walk your hands over to your left side. Stack your right hand on top of the left. Maybe you can even reach it a little taller than the left hand as you draw your right sit bone toward your right heel. Just invite a nice ease to your breath. Make your way back to the center position, hands nice and wide apart. Release your head. Lift up to tabletop with the left foot forward, with your hands to the inside. At the diagonal, you can bend your elbows and draw your forearms down if that's available to you. If not, use your block or just extend your arms out. The action of that left leg is to just move slightly to the left with the pelvis, while the left knee still tracks the left ankle. Now come to the twist. Take your right hand somewhere at the ankle or the shin. Turn toward the left inner knee. And release your hands to come back to downward facing dog this time. So as you lift up to downward facing dog, lift your heels high so you're on tiptoes. Bend your knees. Now swing your pelvis to the right and let the heels swivel to the right. Come back to the center, lift your heels high, and just turn the hips to the left side. Come back to the center so we get this nice feeling of length from the pelvis to the armpit. Come back to all fours position. Step your right foot forward again. Draw your heart down. At the diagonal, you can reach your hands so that you get nice length again. Now take your left hand to the right ankle again. You can again use the block if you like. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your back knee up if that's available to you. And once again, turn toward the inner right knee. Keep this nice engagement of the legs. Release your knee down and come back to downward facing dog. Pedal your legs to bring an awareness to the back sides of the legs. Go slow as you do this. Before you step your left foot forward, bring your back knee down. Once again, the right hand comes to the ankle or the shin. You twist, maybe even lift up your back knee in the twist. And now release your knee down, come back to downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, step your feet nice and wide apart. Walk in slightly so it's a shorter downward facing dog. Take your right hand somewhere to the outer left leg. Bend your right elbow slightly. Get a nice length to the right side ribs. And release and take your left hand somewhere to the outside of the right leg. Draw your left elbow down. Release your left hand. Now make your way up to the front of the mat. Come to Utkatasana at the front of the mat. Anusara, the style of yoga that I've been practicing for many years, has an expression to open to grace. And I like coming to the mat with this feeling that my body is expressing a certain openness. So as you stand tall with this feeling of openness to grace, hug the shoulder blades in toward each other. Feel a nice fullness of the upper chest. Feel a nice expansion as you draw the heads of the arm bones back. Now take your arms up and back. Take your hands down to the mat. Step back to either all fours position or plank and lower yourself slowly to the mat. Once you're on the mat, have your fingertip tops to your sides. Inhale, rise up, and keep that openness, that fullness of the upper chest area. Exhale. Let's create more length on the front side of the body. Lift up and exhale down. One more. Inhale and exhale. Shift to all fours position and downward facing dog, where you'll step your right foot right between your hands. Park your back heel and lift your arms up. Now stack your hands on your right knee, bend your right knee, and just bow in toward the right knee as you take your left thigh back. Inhale, lift yourself up, turn your right toes in, turn your left toes out, bend your left knee, stack your hands on the knee, bow in as you take the inner thighs back and rise up. Come to the right side again. Stack your hands to bow forward. Keep a nice engagement of the back leg. Interlace your fingers behind your back and draw your heart toward the inner knee, maybe a little bit deeper. Feel free to bend your elbows to draw the wrist creases closer to each other. Before freeing your hands, take them to the low back and lift yourself out of the pose. Come to the opposite side, so bend your left knee. Take your hands right above the knees. Take your hands behind you so the heads of the arm bones lift back. Interlace your fingers. Keep on allowing your heart to soften down. This openness that we go for in the Anusara practice has you create a lot of fullness, a lot of spaciousness in the upper thoracic area. So as you take the heads of the arm bones back and lift your interlaced fingers up and pull your wrist creases in toward each other, when you rise up out of the pose, feel a nice fullness in the front body and the upper chest. Heel toe your feet in toward each other. Take your blocks in their tallest position. Place them forward where you're standing. And just pause for a moment and shift your weight from the right foot to the left. Just noticing when one leg becomes weight-bearing, fully weight-bearing, you can just start to notice how the foundation shifts. Bend your knees. Take your arms up. Draw your pelvis back. Now that you've got 50% of your weight on the right foot and the left foot, keep that engagement. See if you can go a little bit deeper in your pose. Take your right hand to the outer left knee. Keep your left arm lifted and reach over. Come back to the center position. Take your left hand to the outer right knee. Reach your right arm up and over. Back to the center position. Root down. Lift yourself out of the pose. Release your hands. Now bend your knees just slightly. Have the tops of the thighs draw back. Shift your weight again so that the left foot, then the right feel like the legs are just distributing the weight in such a way that you're activating the base of the big toe, the base of the baby toe, the heel points. You feel nice engagement on your feet. And from that steadiness in the foundation, take your right ankle in front of your left shin, maybe even above the left knee. It's up to you. But draw the right knee back. Find your tall blocks and pause here. With the right knee reaching away from your right ribs, draw your pelvis a little bit closer to the mat. Bow in toward the lifted right leg. And now very slowly come out of the pose with grace. Bend your knees again. Reach your arms up. Take your hands wider apart with the thighs moving back. Have a nice fullness to your breath. Take your right hand to the outer left knee. Reach your left arm up and over your head. Back to center position. Take your left hand to the outer right knee. Right arm up and over your head. Come back to the center position and rise up. Balance on your right leg. So just shift from leg to leg first so that we can get a nice feeling of engagement to both legs. And when you shift to your right leg, bend the standing leg so that you have a little ledge to put the right foot on, or just take your ankle in front of the shin. Once you have your balance, slowly descend down to your blocks. If balancing isn't working for you in this pose, use a chair or be by a wall so that you have steadiness coming down to your blocks. Draw your left knee toward the mat. Bow in. Draw your heart just a little bit closer to the lifted left leg. Have a nice steadiness in your breath. And as you're ready, come out of the pose. Release your left foot down and rise up. Come to lie on your back, doing that same action. With your feet planted and hip distance apart, draw your right knee in. On its own power, draw your right knee to the right side and settle your right ankle to the outer left knee. Reach your right knee away from your heart and enjoy this nice openness at the front side of the body. Reach your arms up and over your head and just feel the length that you achieved there. Now see about lifting your pelvis up as you reach your right knee again, like you're trying to grow the thigh. Reaching it away from your heart. Release the pelvis down. Fold the left knee in. Take your hands behind the left thigh, right at the belly of the hamstrings. Draw your left thigh away from your heart. Activate your toes, so both the right leg and the left are more active. Draw your right knee further from your heart. Release your left foot down, your right foot down. On its own power, draw your left knee in and left knee wide, and gracefully place the ankle to the outer right knee. Lift up your right foot. Interlace your fingers once again right at the belly, the hamstrings. Reach your left knee away from your ribs while keeping the legs active through the spread of your toes. Keep a nice engagement there. Release your right foot down. I may have forgotten one step, which is to lift your pelvis up as you lengthen from the pelvis to the knee. The strong engagement of the lifting right leg. Now release the pelvis down. Roll over to your belly. Once you're on your belly, come to the Sphinx pose. With your forearms pressing, draw the elbows back as you reach your heart forward. Press your knees down slowly. Lift your pelvis up. Engage nicely. Now draw the tops of the thighs down. Draw your belly down. Pull from the fingers to the elbows. Pull back. Press your forearms down. Lift your navel up. Pubic bone up, thighs up. Exhale, thighs down, belly down. Heads of the arm bones draw back. Arms stay nice and engaged. One more time. Inhale, lift up slowly. Exhale, draw down slowly. Take your hands alongside your ribs. On the in-breath, rise up. On the exhale, breath soften. 2 more times. In-breath, heads of the arm bones draw back. You reach your heart forward. Exhale, soften. 1 more time. Lift up. Exhale, soften. Come to tabletop position. Step your right knee forward, right between your hands. Reach your left leg back. With your hands stacked, press your forehead into your stacked hands. Find that third eye area. Press especially there, right between the eyebrows. Just rocking side to side. Tuck your back toes under and lift your back knee up. Keep keep that and support yourself as you lift yourself up and just get a nice fullness to your chest here. Now release down. Come to your forearms again. In that Sphinx pose, draw the elbows back, reach your heart forward, lift up. And now come down. Sphinx, heart moves forward, heads of the arm bones draw back. Press down to lift up slowly. Draw down to reach your heart forward. And one more time. Slowly draw from the navel back to the spine. Lift your pelvis up. Slowly draw down. Pull the elbows back. Come up to tabletop position again. Step your right knee forward again. Reach your left leg back. I like using the blocks here, and often I like using a blanket too for the back knee. We'll be lifting up the back foot, and if your back knee is not comfortable, by all means, grab a blanket or something softer. So in this form, this variation of Ekapada Rajakapotasana, see how you can get the heads of the arm bones back. You can lift both arms up if possible, or just lift one arm up, keep the other one down to stay balanced. Release down. Come to all fours position again. Take your left knee forward. Use your blocks as a way to just get a little bit more fullness and therefore a little bit more back bend in your pose. You can bend the back knee and lift the foot up. Try to maybe keep that, balance yourself here. Or one arm up, release down. Let's try it a second time. This time we'll use one hand to hold on to the back leg. So take your right knee forward. Many of you know that the full pose is with the right knee to the right side, but I find that for many of us that can be a little tricky for the knees. So that's why I'm doing this variation. But it's a little harder to balance in this variation, but the blocks really help. So grab your blocks, lift your back leg up. You can have one hand on the block as you find your left foot. So you come to the form of the pose. Maybe you can even lift your right arm up in this variation. And release the right hand down. Come to tabletop position. Step your left knee forward. Right knee might be on padding or not. Get this nice fullness in the upper chest. Bend the right knee. Lift your right foot up. If you can find the right foot, shin, or even just hold on to your pants, find a way to create the form of the pose. Release out of the pose and come to child's pose or downward facing dog, your choice. Just allow the back body to get a nice fullness. Before making your way to Savasana. Once you find a comfortable resting position, take your attention to your breath. Anusara Yoga focuses on this openness of the heart. See if through the breath you can create a feeling of more spaciousness in the area of the heart. You observe your openness of the heart, the spaciousness around the heart. Allow your arms and your legs to feel fully supported by the mat. Breathe very freely and naturally. Thank you for joining me in the practice. Namaste.